Listen guys, this video is for those of you who always come to ask what was Obi's achievement for the time that he was the governor of Anambra State. Now, pay attention and listen to some of the things that he did when he was the governor of Anambra State. Thank you.
I built a university college campus in a place called Ibaria from the scratch, cutting the forest. I built a teaching hospital. The fastest teaching hospital ever built in Nigeria was built under my tenure in 2 years from the scratch. It's today in Oka. You can go there. These are things you can see. They're physical. They're not promised and everything. When I started, we didn't have a state library. I built one. It's there in Oka. You can go and see it. And I can go on and on in areas where in health was the same thing. We didn't have one single school of nursing, midwifery, or school of health technology that was accredited. Today, we have over a dozen. They were all supported, accredited while I'm there. I'm telling you the things that are verifiable. You can go and see it. No state, I can say categorically in Nigeria, where you were able to equip the schools the way we did. No state. No state will you say the schools had brand new buses too. No school had will you say all the secondary schools had generator. When we bought our computers, desktop, everything from HP, which is still there, as at the time, they said no government in Africa had bought this quantity from them. If I did, a vice president for Africa and Middle East came the day we launched it to give it away to schools. So there's a lot of improvement. We put internet in all the secondary schools. So it can go on and on. When somebody comes out, oh, you didn't build a secondary school. Why do you have to build a secondary school when there's secondary school all over the place that we're in bad shape and they're protected, and I go and build a new one? That is the problem of Africa. That is the problem because there's corruption. Because people want to start their own. If you want, there's so many existing ones. Anambra is not a place where you go and say, oh, there's no secondary school. There are secondary schools all over the place. But they were in bad shape. Their structures, everything have collapsed. Things were not working. There's nothing. So I needed to rebuild them. And I rebuilt them. And if you go there, you see buildings that were all built. If you collect them together, I would have killed about hundreds of secondary schools. It's a state I know every community. I visited every community. I didn't say I visited every single community in Anambra State as governor at least twice while I was there. So I know what every community needed.